fact that I fell in love with Meghan so incredibly quickly was a sort of confirmation to me that everything, all the stars were aligned, everything was just perfect.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are total relationship goals, and their love story is one for the books. The duo have broken barriers, championed incredible causes worldwide, and totally changed the royal family. But through it all, they've always had each other's back and made their relationship a priority. In fact, Meghan once said to Vanity Fair in 2017, "I love a good love story." And like many love stories, Meghan and Harry started with a first date. In May 2016, the duo was set up on a blind date by a mutual friend, which many believe was London-born socialite Misha Nonu, although she's never officially confirmed her role as the royal matchmaker. Meghan and Harry had no idea that they were headed to dinner with each other. Meghan at the time was filming Suits in Toronto, and Harry was in the Canadian capital gearing up to launch the 2017 Invictus Games. At the time, Harry played coy about his secret meeting with Meghan, telling Today's Jenna Bush Hager that he didn't have a girlfriend.
Does it make you laugh that people are already asking you about children? I mean, it's sort of jumping ahead a couple steps.
Everybody's always asking about, I have no idea. I haven't even got a girlfriend at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But fast forward just a few months, Meghan's trip to London with the cast of Suits in June 2016 put their relationship on the fast track.
She went on 3 dates with Harry. She went out on a group date with a lot of his friends, and then she did 2 other dates, and one included staying over at Kensington Palace Apartments with Harry.
Sparks clearly flew, because before long, the duo was jetting across the pond to see each other, with Harry even making a secret undercover appearance to be Meghan's date for a Halloween party at Soho House in fall of 2016. Harry was completely smitten with the American-born beauty from the start.
I'd never watched Suits, I'd never heard of Meghan before, and I was beautifully surprised when I walked into that room and saw her, and there she was sitting there. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to really have to up my game here. and sit down and make sure I've got a good chat.
After months of speculation regarding the duo's relationship, the couple confirmed in July 2016 that they were officially dating, but naturally they did it entirely their own way, with Harry taking a protective stance on his new love by issuing a statement via Kensington Palace calling for the public to stop harassing Meghan and her family. The rare statement read in part, quote, "Harry's girlfriend, Meghan Markle, has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public. Prince Harry is worried about Ms. Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her." The palace rarely publishes information on the personal lives of royal family members, and Harry's sweet and very public gesture set the tone for how he and Meghan would inevitably handle their relationship. Once their royal romance was out in the open, Harry swept Meghan off her feet with dozens of romantic gestures. The pair spent their first Christmas together in London and reportedly even picked up a tree together. The first sign of their romance getting serious was in April 2017, when Meghan's lifestyle blog, The Tig, closed down after 3 years. A source told People at the time, "The Tig has been a labor of love for Meghan, but it's a full-time job." The following month, Meghan was Harry's date for Pippa Middleton's May wedding. The future royal didn't attend the actual ceremony, so she wouldn't upstage the bride, but Harry made sure to pick her up and escort her to the reception. The couple traveled to Africa to celebrate Meghan's 36th birthday in August 2017, and it was certainly a special time for the couple. A source at the time told The Sun, quote, "Harry has been planning this holiday for a long time. They'll go on boats across the lake, walk in the bush at dawn, and camp under the stars." Africa has always been a special place for Harry. He spent time there following the death of his mother, Princess Diana, and has always maintained her humanitarian efforts with multiple charities on the continent. Sharing his love for Africa with Meghan seemed to solidify that their love was the real deal, and by fall 2017, Meghan was ready to tell the world about it. In an unprecedented interview with Vanity Fair in September 2017, the former Suits star gushed about their relationship for the first time. She said, quote, "We're a couple, we're in love. I'm sure there will be a time when we will have to come forward and present ourselves and have stories to tell. But what I hope people will understand is that this is our time. This is for us. It's part of what makes it so special, that it's just ours. But we're happy. Personally, I love a great love story." If that doesn't make you swoon, there's more. She also reflected about the tabloids' interest in their romance and explained how they're able to stay grounded, saying, quote, I can tell you at the end of the day, I think it's really simple. We're two people who are really happy and in love. We were very quietly dating for about 6 months before it became news. And I was working during that whole time. And the only thing that changed was people's perception. Nothing about me changed. I'm still the same person that I am, and I've never defined myself by my relationship. This is about when the couple were thrown into the public eye, full throttle. The lovebirds were spotted at the Invictus Games in September 2017, but they sat 18 seats apart due to royal protocol. Even though there wasn't any PDA at the sporting event, they packed it on while at a tennis match not long after, where they held hands and looked adorably smitten with one another. Things hit a fever pitch in November 2017 when their relationship started getting serious when Meghan quit her acting gig on Suits. Later that same month, the world celebrated when they officially announced their engagement on November 27th. Following the exciting announcement, Meghan and Harry had a romantic photo call on the grounds of Kensington Palace, where they couldn't stop staring at one another. The couple's engagement snaps by Alexei Lubomirsky broke royal barriers, as some were black and white, a striking difference from the more traditional photos taken of the royal engagements in the past. Harry pulled out all the stops for his wife-to-be's engagement sparkler. The ring, which was later redesigned, also had a deeper meaning because it featured a diamond from Botswana, the place Meghan and Harry had vacationed at, as well as 2 smaller stones from Harry's late mother, Princess Diana's collection.
The ring is obviously yellow gold because that's her favourite, and the main stone itself is sourced from Botswana, and the little diamonds either side are from my mother's jewellery collection to make sure that she's with us on this crazy journey together. And
it's beautiful, and he designed it. It's incredible.
After their engagement news broke, the couple spoke in a joint interview, revealing all the swoon-worthy details, including the down-to-earth way Harry asked Meghan to be his wife.
It happened a few weeks ago, earlier this month, here at our cottage. Just a standard, typical night for us.
It's a cozy night. It was what we're doing, just roasting chicken and
Roasting
having
a chicken, trying to roast a chicken.
Trying to roast a chicken, and it was just an amazing surprise. It was so sweet and natural and very romantic. He got on one knee.
Of course.
Was it an instant yes from you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I could barely let you finish proposing. I said, "Can I say yes now?"
She didn't even let me finish. She said, "Can I say yes? Can I say yes now?" And then there was hugs, and I had the ring in my finger, and I was like, "Can I give you the ring?" And she goes, "Oh yes, the ring." So no, it was a really nice moment. It was just the two of us, and I think I managed to catch her by surprise as well. So.
Yeah.
This catapulted Meghan into royal life, with the couple stepping out for their first official engagement at Nottingham. Meghan was a natural with royal fans, flashing her dazzling smiles at well-wishers and giving them a warm welcome. After that, the Fab Four, aka Harry, Meghan, Prince William, and Kate Middleton, began to make headlines as they carried out their first official royal appearance together in February of 2018, attending the Royal Foundation Forum in London together. Meghan was a big hit with royal fans, and thus royal wedding fever set in worldwide. The couple's upcoming big day dominated headlines around the world, with royal fans anxiously awaiting to see the couple make their way down the aisle. Ahead of the big day, Access Hollywood spoke to Angela Levin, author of Harry, A Biography of a Prince, and she revealed the prince went through a huge change since he met the former Suits star.
What about, did you see a change with Meghan? Did you see anything different with him?
I saw it huge. It was like, someone, that sort of joke where you go down and then you go up and you're smiling. That's what he was. He was smiling, he was happy, he was relaxed, he was tingling with whatever it is that you tingle with when you've fallen in love at the beginning, it's just so amazing.
When did you know that he was in love? Did you get a sense before? The story is they started dating beginning of July 2016.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what it was. That I said to this team, is there anything you really don't want me to talk about? Not that I might not, but I wanted to know. I didn't want to get into trouble afterwards. And they said, you can talk about anything but Meghan, you see. So I thought to myself, and it clicked in my head, right or wrong, that he was crazy about her. But if he said it and proposed a few weeks later and she said no thanks, like other girls may have done because they couldn't cope with the spotlight, the press spotlight, then he would feel such an idiot because that would really make a good story. So I thought, I'm not going to say anything because I think that this is the one.
Besides being a huge profile royal wedding, the days leading up to the big day weren't without drama. Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, decided not to attend the wedding after reports swirled that he was in cahoots with paparazzi to stage and sell photos of himself. But then apparently changed his mind and was planning to join the festivities. But right before, Thomas says that he ended up in the hospital for a heart condition and was unable to attend. Meghan spoke out on the difficult topic just days ahead of her wedding, saying, quote, "Sadly, my father will not be attending our wedding. I have always cared for my father and hope he can be given the space he needs to focus on his health. I would like to thank everyone who has offered generous messages of support. Please know how much Harry and I look forward to sharing our special day with you on Saturday." Alas, the show must go on. May 19th, 2018, the highly anticipated wedding of Meghan and Harry. The stunning spectacle took place at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, with 600 guests in attendance, along with 1.9 billion people watching worldwide. But it wasn't just royals. Celebrities like Amal and George Clooney and even Oprah joined the celebration of their love. The simplicity of Meghan's gown by Claire White Keller, the artistic director of Givenchy, broke typical royal fashion for such a grand event. Her veil was embroidered with flowers that included the California poppy to honor her home state, as well as a winter sweet, which grow at Kensington Palace. The former Suits star actually walked halfway down the aisle by herself before being met by Prince Charles, who escorted her the rest of the way. And Meghan's mom Doria was eyed right in the front pew, wiping away tears as her daughter became a royal. After the wedding, Access Hollywood chatted with Meghan and Harry's wedding cellist, who revealed that Prince Harry was very involved with picking out their music.
I know as a bloke that I would just let my future wife take charge of everything, what I'm going to wear, what's going to be sung. Was that the same with them, or was he still quite happy to put his opinion across?
Definitely, yeah. He said he loved the last piece, particularly the Ave Maria, and they both requested me to play that, so yeah, that was great.
Meghan swapped out her ceremony gown for a Stella McCartney reception dress before they drove away in a Jaguar convertible to Frogmore Cottage for the party. Even though the event was private, some of the attendees spilled some details about the amazing evening. There were reportedly vodka-filled ice luges, a steel band, and frozen tropical drinks. Their first dance? Well, reports say that their first song was I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. According to a Daily Mail insider, they also had a When Harry Met Meghan specialty cocktail. Fireworks over Frogmore Cottage ended the festivities, wrapping up the real-life fairy tale wedding. But it was back to work as senior members of the royal family, just 3 days after they tied the knot. On May 22nd, the Duke and Duchess stepped out for Prince Charles's 70th birthday for their first royal event as a married couple. Meghan wore a pale pink ensemble and hat, but the best part was when Harry had a bit of a mishap with a bee, and his newlywed wife couldn't help but giggle. The celebration of their love didn't end on their wedding day. Meghan and Harry went on a top-secret honeymoon in an undisclosed location. The newlyweds then had a fun-filled summer, hanging out with George and Amal Clooney at their Lake Como villa and visiting the Cotswolds. Speculation began building that Meghan was pregnant after she stepped out in a large coat for Princess Eugenie's wedding on October 12, 2018. And just 3 days later, on October 15th, the couple announced that they were expecting their first child together in spring 2019. The news sent royal fans into a frenzy. Kensington Palace tweeted at the time, quote, "Their Royal Highnesses have appreciated all of the support they have received from people around the world since their wedding in May, and are delighted to be able to share this happy news with the public." It wasn't all just happy times and celebrations. Reports began circulating in November 2018 that there was a royal rift brewing between Prince Harry and his brother Prince William over separating their court at Kensington Palace to create separate offices. Royal author Sally Bedell Smith told People magazine at the time why they wanted to make the distinct organizations, saying, quote, "Meghan has very strong views on what she is interested in, and that may be what Harry shares, but not what William and Kate share."
Meghan and myself had a baby boy early this morning, a very healthy boy. Mother and baby are doing incredibly well.
Meghan and Harry welcomed Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor on May 6, 2019 at Portland Hospital in London. Unlike her sister-in-law Kate Middleton, who gave birth to all three of her children at the Lindo wing of St. Mary's Hospital in London and stepped out with Prince William just hours after for family photos, Meghan and Harry did things differently. Instead, Harry had a statement from outside the hospital.
It's been the most amazing experience I could ever possibly imagine. How any woman does what they do is beyond comprehension.
Harry and Meghan introduced their son to the public at St. George's Hall at Windsor Castle, just 2 days after being born.
It's magic. It's pretty amazing. And I mean, I have the two best guys in the world, so I'm really happy.
Following Archie's birth, the couple reignited royal feud rumors and split from their combined organization with William and Kate. And things didn't get easier for the couple in the public eye. The Sussexes faced constant criticism in the British media, with the press taking aim at their reported lavish lifestyle and use of private jets. Their change in royal residence also drew ire. Right before Archie's birth, the couple set to work remodeling Frogmore Cottage at Windsor Estate. The couple made the 10-bedroom home their primary royal residence and reportedly updated it. And the press's obsession with Meghan's family didn't stop. Her dad Thomas Markle and sister Samantha Markle became household names as they openly bashed her to media outlets. But that wasn't the only judgment they faced. In August 2019, the British media splashed headlines everywhere when they were spotted using private jets on a regular basis, since the couple have always been outspoken about their dedication to the environment and about keeping their carbon footprint low. Harry took a commercial plane to the launch of his travel industry partnership, Travelist, and fiercely defended his family's decision to fly private.
Spend 99% of my life traveling the world by commercial. Occasionally there needs to be an opportunity based on a unique circumstance.
Celebrities and royal fans alike publicly defended the couple's choices. Meghan returned from maternity leave in September to launch a fashion capsule.
It's not just about the people that you know that you're supporting. It's about the people that you don't know, that you may never know, you may never meet. As women, it is 100% our responsibility, I think, to support and uplift each other, to champion each other as we aim to succeed. This is the kind of work that I've been doing for a really long time, and to be able to do it here in my new home of the UK means quite a bit to me.
In September 2019, baby Archie warmed the hearts of millions when he joined the new parents for a royal tour of South Africa. The world got to see Meghan and Harry in a new role, even when he adorably interrupted a meeting with Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Meghan spoke out to ITV's Tom Bradby and admitted she was initially naive about how the British press would cover her and Harry's relationship.
When I first met my now husband, my friends were really happy because I was so happy, but my British friends said to me, "I'm sure he's great, but you shouldn't do it because the British tabloids will destroy your life." And I very naively, I'm American, we don't have that there. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not in tabloids. I didn't get it.
In an unprecedented move that surprised everyone, in October 2019, the couple announced that they were filing lawsuits against certain tabloids, including one publication that published a note that Meghan wrote to her estranged father, Thomas Markle. Harry spoke out in a statement at the time saying, quote, "I've been silent witness to her private suffering for too long. To stand back and do nothing would be contrary to everything we believe in. I lost my mother, now I watch my wife falling victim to the same powerful forces." It seems like the couple has always felt that the world has been against them, and this interview following their engagement in 2017 proves that.
It was just obvious that no matter what we were being put through, that it was just temporary and that we were going to be able to get through that. So everyone was really happy with me. He's talked to my dad a few times, hasn't been able to meet him just yet. But it's all been worth every effort.
Finally, after a few rocky months, with Meghan and Harry putting on a strong and smiling front at every royal event, there was a moment of rest and reprieve. The couple announced they'd be taking time off to spend together as a family at a secret location over the holiday season in November 2019. The pair got away from it all with a 6-week vacation to Canada. They even skipped the traditional royal Christmas celebration at Sandringham. It seems like the time away gave the couple some real time to reconnect and rethink how they want to live their lives. Because following their time off, they made an announcement that would shock the world. On January 8, 2020, Meghan and Harry shared their plans to step back as senior members of the royal family. Their statement at the time read, quote, After many months of reflection and internal discussions, we have chosen to make a transition this year and starting to carve out a progressive new role within this institution. We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to fully support Her Majesty the Queen. They also launched a new website, which explained how they were moving away from the way royals typically interact with the media and press, and instead will be working with journalists of their own liking. However, the announcement reportedly came as a shock to the royal family, who may have not gotten any advanced warning of the news. The palace even issued a vague statement that led many to believe that the crown didn't know how quickly the pair were planning to move. It read, "Discussions with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are at an early stage. We understand their desire to take a different approach, but these are complicated issues that will take time to work through." Following their announcement, Meghan went back to Canada to be with Archie and their dogs. While Harry stayed back in England, he was finally able to come up with an agreement with Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, and Prince William regarding the future of the couple. The Queen ended up issuing a royal statement on January 18th that says in part, "Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much-loved members of my family. I recognize the challenges they have experienced as a result of intense scrutiny over the last 2 years and support their wish for a more independent life." And it looked like the couple may have been planting seeds along the way about what the next chapter of their lives would look like. Amid all the chaos, news broke about Meghan possibly working on a Disney film in exchange for a donation, and there was even footage unearthed of Prince Harry seemingly pitching his wife to CEO Bob Iger. Harry broke his silence on the couple's difficult decision during a speech.
It brings me great sadness that it has come to this. The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Despite forging a new life together, the couple still had a few bumps, with the Queen saying they can't use the word royal in any of their official branding, but in typical Harry and Meghan fashion, they handled that as cool as a cucumber. On their website they wrote, quote, "While there is not any jurisdiction by the monarchy or cabinet office over the use of the word royal overseas, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex do not intend to use the Sussex Royal or any iteration of the word royal in any territory." And with just Harry and Meghan, it went back to the way it was at the start. In one of their final engagements as senior members of the royal family, the couple held hands as they braved a rainy night out in London, and it was a picture-perfect fairy tale moment. And Meghan gave royal watchers one last fashion moment as she wowed in a green number for Commonwealth Day. The couple joined the rest of the royal family, but sat one row behind their normal place. Royal correspondent Omid Scobie told Access about their final events as senior royals.
Well, for Harry and Meghan, the last couple of weeks, this farewell tour that they've been on has been an emotional roller coaster. And on the final day, having this meeting at Buckingham Palace, which is why I was there, it was to meet students and scholars from the Association of Commonwealth Universities. It was a poignant event for Meghan because it also marked her final royal engagement. It would have been the last time that she would have carried out official royal duties, and to be in Buckingham Palace, really the home or the heart of the Windsor family, would have been a very sort of loaded moment for her. I watched her sort of carry out the work, and it was only towards the end of the engagement, with the students on their way to the Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey, that Meghan was really able to sort of let her guard down and the emotions free. It was actually a very tearful moment as she said goodbye to some of the aides that have worked closest to her for the past year or so and really sort of protected Harry and Meghan through some really difficult times. It was a tough moment, but I think also one that came with hope, because of course Harry and Meghan are moving into a new chapter that will hopefully give them the life that they want.
What's next for the royal couple? Only time will tell. And we can look forward to plenty of charity work and perhaps even a growing family. Until then, this is your proof that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are total relationship goals.